Hello everyone, welcome to How to VLAN channel. This is DB VLAN stream. Today in this video, we are going to see how to set up a broker configuration for the data guard, the heterogeneous Oracle data guard that we have set up. It's not much different because we didn't see a difference in the way the data guard itself is configured. It's going to be the same in case of broker as well, but just that we will start going through the exercise to understand how exactly it happens and let's get an experience of it. Welcome to How to VLAN channel. This is DB VLAN stream. Alright, so the objective, set up data guard broker for the heterogeneous Oracle data guard. The first step is to create a directory in ASM in data and other in FRA. We say it's FRA, but it's not FRA. We need to create two directories in our case in ASM. So create directories in ASM. So data for both the broker files and data direct disk group. So this is the example, but in our case we need to set it up in the same path. So this is normally the case, but we are going to create it here. So how do we do it? Okay, let's connect here. All right, so let's do this. Takes a while, comes back fine. All right, let's go into ASM to see if it really is fine or is there an issue. All right, fine. Let's do the other one. Once this is done, we need to create the same on the standby. Let that run. In the meantime, I check in the standby if the directory exists. I already created in the standby, so it should exist. They exist. Let's see if it's done. Yeah, we have. So we have both the DG1 and DG2 existing. So output in primary. Standby. And set the data guard broker config file on file 2 on all primary and standby DBs. Okay, so check which environment are we in. So this is proper, but here we are in ASM. Need to go back to the DB environment. You always have two two sessions open, one for ASM, one for the DB. Don't do like what I'm doing. At times you may face some problem with the library or binary. Here it shouldn't be a concern because both are of same Oracle DB version, GA stack and the DB home. Right, so this is the primary. So before I do anything like this, I actually prefer taking a P file backup. Alright, so now we will do it. Both are done. Broker config file 1 and 2. Okay. And similarly on the standby, I have already given the command. So let's go to the standby. right? Broker files are set up properly. Let's move on. So until here it's all okay. Okay, store the log archive as 2 parameter value in both primary and standby. That's the next step. We already secured the P file. So, but anyway, we just store it. Let us do. We need to store it in such a way that we can re-execute it later. So this is the value. This is primary. And this is standby. That's SB1 and this is 19C. Okay. Anyway, I'll just preserve it in such a way that alright, this is the one. And here and this is the one. This will be needed at a later stage. So we will reset the param now. Because broker configuration won't allow this parameter to be set when it will throw an error. So you need to remove it. So now you can start the broker. So you see this parameter is reset. Yeah. So store it. So let's do that. And we enable the, so this should be done in both primary and standby. So let's start the broker. Alright, so it's done. Connect to DGMGR SSL in both your primary and standby. And enable configuration. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it in the primary first. Same way we need to do here. And most probably you don't need to connect to both servers. One is enough because we are going to create and add standby configuration only. So let's create the configuration. So this is going to be in few minutes we will know the truth. All right, and standby addition configuration created. So this will be only this, and add database standby. You need to have the TNS entry already added. Action identifiers, yeah. Let's wait for it. All right, now you have the configuration in disabled state. So let's do this. Now we need to set the log archive to. Set the log archive to here first. We already have the commands preserved, isn't it? So let's do that. Yes, so here also same way, the other one. Better start a new one because it's not so it takes a lot of time to authenticate. Right. Right. This is set now. Start the data broker in primary and standby. Yep, before we do that. That's already done. So we were here, yeah. Primary output, standby output, both are done. Enable the broker configuration. Alright. We now will get any error if at all there are any errors. Let's look at the alert log. You can see here in the standby alert log. See, it removed the log archive test2 and it set the false error by on its own. So I think it finished. Yep, it enabled the configuration. Warning. Okay. Why is the member not enabled? Do we need to see? We need to look for any errors. Yeah, it takes time, I guess. Still, NSV only started until now. I think it would take few minutes. Yep, it became success now. It took some time, so but it finished. Show configuration, yeah, we ran it already. So you can see here. Now enter run the show database unique name. Let's run that. Let's run the individual databases and then we run verbose. Success. Yeah, play on. Let's wait for it to come back. Hold on. So you can run verbose, no concern. See here, transport is on, apply is on. There is no lag here or there. Right, this is running now. Let's wait for it. Fine as well. You can see here the service name DGMGRL is added. Static connected identifier. You'll see the same in the listener also. Static identifier. Anyway, so success, apply on. Okay, apply on success. Okay. I'll just preserve it anyway. So now let's take a p file. Let's see what's the difference. Because we have anyway set the log archive as 2, but how the data got broker has manipulated the p file. Let's see. Oracle 19CSV1 post data from SV file. Okay, so this is how it made a difference. So before we started the action, we had one broker config file 1 and 2. Yeah, this is okay. These are expected. See the file server. Before was with uppercase, after was with lowercase. And you can see the log archive dust2 was removed by the DGMGRL after it was activated. These are the important piece of information I wanted to show you. Similarly, we will have some difference in the database. The primary as well. Let's do that. Okay. P file equals same difference as expected. This is No, fine. But false server is removed. Look here. False server is removed after the data card broker is enabled on the primary. And the log archive test2 is changed on the primary after the data card broker enabling. So this is what we need to preserve. So the difference is, I'll remove the ones which are not needed. These are not needed, so I'll remove them so you don't get carried away. Similarly, the ones which are very important is what I'm going to highlight. So in the primary, because it doesn't need false server now fetch archive log, why it needs it? Because it's in primary role, it doesn't need archive from anyone, so it's removed. This is removed, and log archive underscore dust underscore 2 is removed from standby, because this is not going to send anyone an archive log. It is in the reception side standby. So this is fine. And log archive dust2 is modified on primary. dgmgrl did perform the following changes. So that's it, guys. So I hope you liked this video. We completed the data card broker setup now. We finished it here. Next is switchover. So we need to do a validation of the setup, and then we need to do the switchover. We'll meet there. Until then, it's bye. And if you really like this video, give me a thumbs up, and then like this video and subscribe and share with your friends. And we'll meet you in the next video. This is How to Valence channel and DB Valence stream. Thank you, guys. Bye.